Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Center for Police Administration and Department of Alumni Relations, Punjab University, Chandigarh, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to today's special lecture by Shri Noor Nihal ji, IPS, Commissioner of Police, Jalandhar, Punjab. He is going to speak on the topic Commissionerate System of Policing in Punjab. Let me share with the audience that Shri Noor Nihal Singh ji is an alumni of Punjab University. He did his post-graduation from Department of Geography before joining IPS in 1997. After joining IPS, he has served in various capacities in Punjab Police and is known for his out-of-box thinking and introducing innovative strategies for dealing with policing issues. When he was SSP Bathinda, he found a large number of police personnel overweight with bulging bellies. He announced 100 days fitness program for them. Keeping in mind their age, half of them were sent for Bhangra drill and rest were prescribed yoga. A weight loss competition was announced and teams who showed substantial weight loss, they were rewarded, while who did not, they were penalized. Similarly, when he was posted SSP Chandigarh, he introduced sports tournaments to establish direct connect with the citizens. Under his leadership, Chandigarh Police organized Chandigarh Police Gully Cricket League, which turned out to be a big success due to overwhelming response from the youth living in the colonies, sectors, and villages of the city. And Chandigarh Police was successful in establishing direct contact with 10,000 youth and their families through this initiative. And the empirical evidence revealed that the city police was able to improve its image among the masses. I'm sure he has many more such success stories, and I think he will share with you while delivering his lecture. Please join me in welcoming Shri Noor Nihal ji, and I request Professor Anupama Sharma ji, Dean Alumni Relations, PU, to kindly present bouquet to Shri Noor Nihal ji. We are privileged to have Professor Devinder Singh ji, Secretary to Vice Chancellor and Chairman, Department of Laws, Punjab University, and I extend a warm welcome to him. And I request Professor Anupama Sharma ji again to kindly present a bouquet to Professor Devinder Singh ji. A warm welcome to all my colleagues from Punjab University, research scholars, students and alumni to this lecture. Sir, with your permission, may I now invite Shri Noor Nihal ji for interaction? Thank you. Sir, yeah, sir, that would be so.
Is it possible to see some students? Can I see some faces here? Everybody is, I think, setting. I believe everybody, have they been told to keep their...
You can ask them to switch on their cameras.
Yeah, it would be better if I can get some idea. इसको छोटा भी ग्रिड छोटा कर सकते हैं.
लेआउट में
ग्रिड में इतना ही आ रहा है 6 आ रहा है ट्रू So good evening everybody. If the students are hearing me, I would request you to kindly switch on your cameras. It is much better if I can see you. As more people join, वो छोटा चला जाएगा आपका। नहीं, participants का issue नहीं, most of your people are offline. Off camera.
Actually वो पीछे के scenes जो है
अपना कैमरा ऑन करो
sometimes
अपने कर लो, हाँ,
अपना कैमरा ऑन करो
बस नंबर बढ़ता है कि नहीं बढ़ता है, अलग ही बढ़ नहीं है।
Layout को देखने में
करते जाओ ना, आप अंदर वाले
Grid वही आ रहा है आपका।
बन जाएगा पता।
ये ग्रेड है
एक्टिव स्क्रीन आएगी यहाँ पर जो एक्टिव स्क्रीन होगी वो यहाँ पर आएगी
There's actually a very good tool to monitor कि हो क्या रहा है. You should quickly go and bring everybody online and put everybody offline. Bring them online again. Policing solution मैं आपको अभी से देना शुरू कर रहा हूँ इसमें. अच्छा नहीं, so I'll start. Whatever. So I'll assume you as my audience and आप लोगों से बात शुरू करते हैं. So good evening everybody. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come here. थोड़ा सा मेरा जो टॉपिक है वो जेनेरिक है, बट since Dr. Saab started by talking about Bathinda, I will come to the system via Bathinda. 2007, some of you may know that Bathinda had a huge problem of Dera Sacha Sauda. There was a huge law and order agitation in Bathinda, and I was posted there to try and handle the law and order there. Bathinda पहुंचने में the problem was that Bathinda, the law and order problem was quite high. बहुत ज़्यादा agitation थी, बहुत ज़्यादा बड़े जुलूस निकल रहे थे, काफ़ी दिक्कत हो रही थी. But my police force was not ready. जैसे डॉक्टर साहब बता रहे हैं, the problem was that police was very unfit on one hand, and on the other hand there was a very big disconnect between the officers and the police on ground. So उसके कुछ रीजन थे, कुछ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव, कुछ पॉलिटिकल, बट द कॉन्स्टेबलरी डिड नॉट हैव फेथ इन द ऑफिसर्स एंड ऑफिसर्स वर नॉट डूइंग अप दी. तो जब कभी क्राइसिस होता है, बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है, तो पत्थर खाने, लाठी खाने तभी फोर्स चलती है अगर कांस्टेबल को अपने लीडर में भरोसा हो. सो आई हैड टू चैलेंजेस. वन वाज टू प्रिपेयर द पुलिस physically and mentally, and secondly to bring a degree of faith between the officers who were to lead and the policemen who were to follow them. The thing that Dr. Saab spoke about was an experiment we did. It was called Bhangra Fitness Challenge. So ਅਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੋਟੇ ਲੋਕ ਸੀਗੇ, 150-200 ਮੋਟਾ ਆਦਮੀ हमने identify किया. We put them into batches. We made teams. Each team had 20 people and was headed by a DSP or an SP officer. And the idea was that 100 days में आप कितना weight lose करते हैं. तो 100 days में भंगड़ा करो, डाइट करो, डांस करो, जो मर्जी करो. And end of the day, the team had to give a bhangra performance. So bhangra तो सीखना ही था आपको. Eventually, over the period of 100 days, when we finished, we ended up cumulatively losing weight equal to the weight of an elephant. एक हाथी के जितना वेट है उतना उन लड़कों ने सबने मिलके 100 दिन में लूज किया. So this event was also televised, was broadcast on BBC. Paul Merton शो आता था, उसमें उन्होंने इसके बारे में इसको कवर किया था. But the point is कि खेल में we managed to achieve two things, which was की fitness and which was also about a connect between the officers and the staff. The police commissionerate system is a similar adaptation of policing system to provide effective policing innovatively. But before we go to police commissionerate system, थोड़ा सा historical perspective of policing and maintenance of law and order in India जानना जरूरी है. Punjab was one of those provinces which was governed directly by the British. 1849 Punjab was annexed. 1857 you had the first attempt at independence, the War of Independence. 1861 the Police Act came in. 1861 से लेके 1898 तक जो पुलिस फोर्स थी उसका लीडर एक आर्मी जनरल होता था. बट फ्रॉम 1860 ऑनवर्ड्स टिल 1900 ये फील किया गया पंजाब में कि पुलिसिंग प्रोफेशनल होनी चाहिए, एंड दे स्टार्टेड कमिंग अप विद अ रेगुलर प्रोफेशनल पुलिस फोर्स. एंड अल्टीमेटली इन 1898 देयर वाज एन आईजी ऑफ पुलिस हु वाज फ्रॉम पुलिस काडर. उसके लिए उन्होंने 1891 में फिलौर बनाया जो ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी है बहुत बड़ी. फिलौर का किला शायद आपने सुना हो, जलंधर लुधियाना के बीच में. लॉट ऑफ पीपल मे नो हू बीन टू पंजाब. वाज सेट अप, एंड दैट इज हाउ फ्रॉम एन आर्मी बेस्ड पुलिसिंग टू अ पुलिस सिविलियन बेस्ड पुलिस पंजाब में बननी शुरू हुई. बट पंजाब अगेन अगर हिस्टोरिकली देखें तो ब्रिटिशर्स की कॉलोनाइजेशन में एक लेटर स्टेज पे आया. उससे कहीं पहले दे हैड कम एंड कॉलोनाइज्ड चेन्नई, Kolkata and Mumbai. So already when they came in 1864, 1856 and 1864, they had set up commissionerate systems in Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. Because Britishers ने realize किया कि जहां पे बहुत बड़ा अर्बन सेंटर है वहां पे आपको ऐसा पुलिस सिस्टम चाहिए जो बहुत फास्ट और रिस्पॉन्सिव हो. अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये जो 3 रोज थे इनका पुलिस सिस्टम पंजाब में बहुत आया. सो कि ऑलमोस्ट आफ्टर 3.5 बट गेटिंग टू पंजाब in 1860 and 1900 national police in the policing came कि how the police administration would be made, कैसे भर्ती होंगे, कैसे प्रमोट होंगे, क्या ट्रेनिंग होगी, क्या अलाउंसेस होंगे, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. And the policing as we know in our districts came up. But for transparency, for accountability, the policing system was divided into 2 parts. So magisterial powers were given to the district commissioner, जिसको हम DC कहते हैं, and the policing powers were given to police, the SP or the SSP, उसको पंजाब में SSP कहते हैं. The same model works in Haryana right up till Delhi. Delhi में तो कमिश्नरेट आ गया, but this entire the erstwhile पंजाब area जो था इसमें सारे में ये सिस्टम चलता है, where the district collector रेवेन्यू के साथ साथ डिस्ट्रिक्ट कमिश्नर की फोर्स भी रखता है, मैजिस्टीरियल पावर्स करता है. This model continued up till 2010. In 2007 there was an amendment in the Police Act. 1816 का एक्ट जो था, 61 का एक्ट जो था वो अमेंड हुआ, और 1861 के एक्ट की जगह 2007 में अमेंडेड पुलिस एक्ट आया, जिसके फॉलो अप में 2010 में यू फाइनली हैड द पुलिस कमिश्नरेट सिस्टम. सो व्हाट इज अ कमिश्नरेट सिस्टम? कमिश्नरेट सिस्टम इज नथिंग मोर, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया अभी भंगड़ा के बारे में, इट इज एन इनोवेटिव सिस्टम, इनोवेशन बाय स्टैट्यूट, इनोवेटिंग बाय स्टैट्यूट, कि आप जो पुलिसिंग सिस्टम है उसको थोड़ा सा मॉड्यूलेट कर देते हो टू मेक इट मोर रिस्पॉन्सिव टू द रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ एन अर्बन सेटिंग. रूरल और अर्बन सेटिंग में क्या फर्क होता है? सबसे बड़े डिफरेंस ये होते हैं कि पब्लिक बहुत ज्यादा कंसंट्रेटेड होती है, आबादी ज्यादा होती है. So everything जो requirement है, whether it is in terms of service, whether it in terms of response, whether it is in terms of regulation, requires quick response. अगर आपने किसी गांव में कुछ करना है, let's say you pass an order, by the time उनको ऑर्डर सुनता है, जब वो आदमी आता है, पेश होता है, by the time the entire legal process take place, there is some breathing space. शहर में क्या होता है कि it happens in a jiffy. Supposing कहीं आग लग गई, सपोजिंग कहीं पे, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल पंजाब है, सीन सम केसेस, कोई डेसिक्रेशन हो गई, कोई सैक्रिलेज हो गया, you don't have the time that one department talk to the second department, and the second department then, for example, the police talks to the deputy commissioner, and the deputy commissioner issues an order and informs us, and then we inform the public. So इस तरह के इश्यूज को डील करने के लिए द पुलिस कमिश्नरेट सिस्टम केम, जिसमें कुछ पावर्स जो डिप्टी कमिश्नर की थी, रेगुलेटरी पावर्स, मैजिस्टीरियल पावर्स, जिनको यहाँ पे ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया पुलिस के पास. देसी भाषा विच जिन्हों आप 751 कही दा है, बंदे प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन में रखना है, यू सेंड देम टू जेल फॉर for misbehavior or whatever. Arms licensing, certain licensing power. Arms license तुसी लेना है कि you will apply with the commissioner, we will permit or not permit. Sarai Act, Immoral Traffic Act, 144 कोई भी रेगुलेशन है, कहाँ से सपोज जुलूस निकाल, जुलूस से कितने लोग निकलेंगे, केड़ा होएगा, अलाउड है, बैनर ले जाएगा. All these authorities have been very in the commissioners in the commissionerate system. So in 2010, Punjab made 3 of the cities the thumb commissionerate commission of 10 lakhs, which is equivalent to what is required for a municipal commissionerate. अगर आप municipal corporation बनाना चाहते हैं, तो it is an urban municipal corporation which becomes a police commissionerate. So 3 towns were identified: Amritsar, Ludhiana, and Jalandhar. And 2010, they were converted into police commissionerates. After that, there have been proposals now being moved for Mohali, Patiala, and Bathinda, but they are under various stages of consideration. As of now, 3 police commissionerates are working in Punjab. The police commissionerates have in hierarchy an officer who heads it, like I am heading it for Jalandhar, of the rank of DIG/IG. He can be a Deputy Inspector of General or an Inspector General of Police who can head a commissionerate. Under me, to assist me, I have different officers. Punjab has Joint Commissioners of Police, Deputy Commissioners of Police, additional Deputy Commissioners of Police, Assistant Commissioners of Police to assist us, and usto baad jehdi baki hierarchy hai, that is Inspector, Sub-Inspector, whatever. So these are distribution of investigation and crime. You would have somebody looking after law and order, and you would have somebody looking after your traffic and security. So this is the broad misnomer which is being followed. It is a wonderfully effective mechanism, and it's a very surprising thing that Chandigarh remains one of those places which does not have a commissionerate, despite being a town which has a corporation which has the population. And this is a question which you must consider, that why have towns like Jalandhar, Ludhiana, and Amritsar become commissionerate, but Chandigarh still is one of those places which does not remain a commissionerate. Chandigarh is a UT, Delhi is a UT, Delhi is a commissionerate, but Chandigarh is not. So it's an interesting question that we can ponder over. It's a fairly effective, simple way of policing. It has served Punjab well. The cities have been, from perspective law and order, they have been managed very well. The challenges of policing jade inna thama te aa rahe hege in these towns have got more to do with the lack of physical infrastructure than policing per se. For example, Ludhiana, if anybody has been to Ludhiana, inna vichon tusi log koi Ludhiana recently gaye ho? If you had a chance, so I'm sure some of the students may have been. So if you go to Ludhiana, pass kar do. So लुधियाने दे अंदरों आजकल लोग जाना पसंद ही नहीं करते, because लुधियाने अंदर सड़क ही है नहीं. सड़क हैगी है, but it is non-existent. It has been dug up and whatever under a stage of development which is not allowing free passage of traffic. So that's a huge policing challenge that you have there. Similarly, there are other, like Jalandhar has a problem that we do not have adequate CCTV footage. Ludhiana has about 1,500 cameras. Jalandhar still doesn't. It is in the process. So similarly, different towns have different challenges. As per the statute, law, and policing requirements, the commissionerates have come up. But the 3 commissionerates in Punjab today are struggling with the problem that adequate requisite technology and infrastructure required to provide that degree of policing जो एक modern city demand करता है या modern citizen demand करता है, वो हजे तक नहीं आया. It's a challenge. The administration is working on it. Barring that, the law and order requirements have been met, and it is doing fairly well. इन्हां तिन्नां शहरां नूं छड्ड के बाकी सारे थावां ते जिहड़े तुहाडे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैगे है, वो हजे भी पुराने सिस्टम नाल चल रहे. There is an SSP and there is a deputy commissioner. मेरा जिहड़ा काउंटर पार्ट हैगा in the rural area, that is your IG range. So Punjab today has 8 ranges. On an average, 3 districts ਜਿਹੜੇ रूरल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स ਹੈਗੇ, रूरल ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ in 3 urban centers ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹੇ. So for today, Patiala is also a rural for us. It's a non-urban center. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇੱਕ DIG/IG ਆਫੀਸਰ ਹੈਗਾ who looks after the range. He's my counterpart for a range. So this is the policing administration now. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਰੀਬ 10 ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਐਕਟ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਕਰੀਬ 20-22 ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਸੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ CPR CRPC ਚੋਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਥਾਰਟੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ। The major acts that we have are the Arms Act. All licensing of weapons is done by us. Excise Act, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਨੋਮੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਸਰਾਏ ਐਕਟ, ਸਿਨੇਮਾਟੋਗ੍ਰਾਫੀ ਐਕਟ, ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਬਾਊਟ 10 ਐਕਟਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਮੈਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਹੀ ਕਾਈਂਡਲੀ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਲੈਣ which is the notification under which these acts have, this commissionerate system has come up. So broadly this is the outline. If there are any queries, I'd like to address those. Dr. Sir, anything or what would you? No questions or I can't. So if there are any questions or any queries, I can address those and move from there. It will also let me know कि ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 49 visible attendees ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਨੇ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ।
सारे आने सर।
Wonderful. So जिन्हें भी क्या हैगा kindly I would like you to I would like to say hello. Who's the gentleman? Can you introduce yourself?
Sure sir।
So I don't know who spoke. Can you introduce yourself? Can I have a name?
Yes sir, my name is Samir।
Hi Samir. Would you like to share a picture with us? I
Good
can't
evening,
see
sir।
you.
Yes sir।
Haji Samir, how are you? I can see you now. Bright and sunny.
Yes sir, I'm good sir। सर जो आपने बताया था सर ये चंडीगढ़ में कमिश्नरेट नहीं है, वो क्यों नहीं है सर? दिल्ली
इसके
में है।
पीछे कुछ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव रीजंस हैं, कुछ it is a concept of policing which demands change, an administrative change at a very large level. A lot of legal it requires notifications, lot of power has to be devolved from one organization to the other. तो जनरली रेजिस्टेंस होती है या जनरली अभी तक चंडीगढ़ में ये फील नहीं किया जा रहा है कि कमिश्नरेट वुड बी अ बेटर मॉडल. So the jury is still out on that. So if you guys have no question, that means I've delivered a perfect lecture.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Labh Singh. I am actually retired as advisor to Government of India from Department of Telecom.
Good evening,
Thank you,
Dr. Saab.
Commissioner sir. We have learned a lot. I mean, I personally feel that a lot of things were new to even me. So I just want to actually, as a retired officer, I just want to know what facilities and the priorities and initiatives police department gives to the senior citizens. I mean, I personally feel that when we go to the, for meeting our, addressing our grievances, we approach the police department, even SSP office also. So do you have any special kind of arrangements, I mean, so that these cases are taken on priority? I would like to
sir,
know
if
that.
I may ask, Haji sir, I would like to tell you about that. I just wanted to check, is there any particular district या तुसी चंडीगढ़ दा experience है? दोनों दे different है जी model.
मेरा experience basically मोहाली दा रहा है. I am staying in Jeerikpur. I had to go to SSB office many a time, but I find that I mean, although it's very good over there, I mean, generally it is very systematic and structured. But my concern was, is there any special? I mean, we people being little old, so hospitals and all, they do have a separate counter, where they are we people are immediately attended. But do we have any arrangement, such arrangement in police department or the offices?
ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹੂੰਗਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੋ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਹੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, one is about a counter and second is about attending on priority. Policing doesn't have a counter as such. Usually every district has its own policy how they do it, but the fundamental of each of the policy remains the same, which is that we extend privilege to senior citizens. We treat them, we respect the fact that they are of an advanced age and they do require priority attention. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ depending on whatever infrastructure and the capacity of that particular station is, different ਥਾਵਾਂ ਤੇ different arrangements ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਹੈ। For example, in Chandigarh, senior citizens ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ they are looked after by the beat officers. Chandigarh has one of the best beat systems. Chandigarh being a unique policing construct, छोटा शहर हैगा, lot of force and has a very structured system of policing. ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ senior citizens ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ welfare, especially from the policing perspective, ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇ beat officers ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੈ and ਇੱਥੇ initiative ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ people should go, the beat officer should go and check on the well-being of the senior citizens. We maintain a roster and a record of that. ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇਹ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ given the area and the size, ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ urban ਹੈ, rural ਹੈਗਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰ ਪਾਣੀ ਸੰਭਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। For example, if it is Patiala or Jalandhar, it is not possible for us. We do not have either the resources or the wherewithal to reach out to all the villages and the cities. So, ithe model different ho janda hai. We have made facilities. We ensure that there are seating facilities. We ensure that we have people who cater to them on priority. I do not know tohada Mohali which experience kaisa raha, but you spoke well. So I would like to tell you this कि साडा जेडे fundamentals है वो यही है कि that treat the elders with respect and on priority.
Actually, my point was like I will be finishing in 1 minute or so. I just want to, I mean, because these days, technology is very advanced, and if a senior citizen, for example, is not asked to move around from one office to other, which we call pillar to post, instead of that, if he is at least contacted, maybe on audio or video, I mean, that will be of lot of benefit, because when it's very difficult to travel maybe 20 kilometers round and then ask her to go to the other one, I mean, if that mobility is probably cut down by taking the advantage of new technology, that will be of a great help. That is number one. And second is like I found one more, my own, I mean, it's my observation only, not my personal one. But in Chandigarh, what they have done is they have given some sticker for the senior citizens to be put on their vehicles. But when I checked up from the website, what happened was that they say that it is only allowed for the vehicles registered in Chandigarh. If a person from outside Chandigarh goes to that as a senior, citizen, if the vehicle is on his name, what I feel is that at least he should be have the privilege to put a sticker at least. I mean, that should be honored by Chandigarh. Okay. I mean, that was to my observation, which can very well be practically done, Thank you.
Sir, jeda tusi dusra dasya hai, this is a good initiative about giving stickers. I will talk to my counterpart in Chandigarh and see ki ye kyun honor nahi kar pa rahe. And we will also consider the same policy for our commissionerates. Regarding the second part jeda hai technology da, I am again very happy to note that as a senior citizen, you have raised this issue. A lot of senior citizens are not comfortable with technology. But a बहुत positive चीज है जो तुसी दसी है, and we will definitely try and incorporate it into our policing systems.
Great.
Thank you for both excellent suggestions.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
मैं कुछ कह सकता जी?
हाँ जी sir, please.
Well, I'm Dr. G.S. Kant. I'm a retired professor from IIT Kanpur. I retired about 25 years back after 35 years of my inning there. With God's grace, I didn't have to go to police for anything. It has been a pleasure listening to you, sir, about the commissioners from 1948 onwards. It was a great learning. Apparently, in fact, most of the people, whenever some riots take place, generally it's the police which also gets a part of the blame. Very few people really know what are the kind of problems with police. Apparently, uh, uh, essentially without much facilities, long working hours. Their police personnel have to undergo a great deal of difficulties in actually managing their affairs. So apparently, so kind of you to provide us all the information. Thanks a lot again. Apparently, very few people really know the kind of problems the police has to face. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. First of all, let me thank you. It is indeed a pleasure that you made this effort to be a part of this, and you heard me out. And I let this be a lesson. This should be a lesson to all our young participants also. You've actually made my day. And thank you, sir, for being the elder and appreciating the constraints under which we work. Really grateful.
I would request you to share your experience of managing a big people while this border was opened and you were at the helm of affairs in Amritsar. So Nangana Sahab ka jo
I
experience-
was at Sultanpur Lodi. I was at Kartarpur was being handled by IG border. I was looking after Sultanpur celebrations
But I saw your photograph in the newspaper that you are one of the police officers who is behind the success of managing such a big crowd, and it was a big policing, challenge, opening the border and then letting the people go and visit this Nangana Sahib. So
That's-
if you can kindly.
I would like to talk about it, but again, I'll clarify one thing that the Nankana Sahib was not done by me. That was a different thing. I did the celebrations of Guru Nanak Dev Ji in Sultanpur. That is where he attained consciousness. So enlightenment, that is where I was. And the Honorable Prime Minister visited there. It was a huge challenge for us. But again, it is something that for this, I'd like to see the audience if they are aware, or if some of them have been to Sultanpur Lodi. Have you had a chance to visit?
In
If
fact,
you've been, then
in fact,
it is easier to
in
tell.
fact,
Hanji, sir,
in
please.
fact, about
Sir.
Sultanpur, I listened to some other व्याख्या हो रही थी. Apparently, he started with that. It was essentially they were Lodis which started with Sultanpur as such. So apparently, it has a long history of various invasions and all that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Saab, I will try and make it as abridged as possible, but this is something that will require, for that, I'll also require to project a map to show them what the issue was. So in 2019, the government of Punjab decided to celebrate the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji at Sultanpur Lodi. Sultanpur Lodi is a place where Guruji spent a very long time, and moksha kehne the enlightenment, he attained it there. So it would be for Sikhism, it would be equivalent to the Bodh Gaya, like the Bodhi tree in Buddhism. So this is where he attained knowledge. So ਹੋਇਆ ਕੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕਈ ਦਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਹੌਲੀ-ਹੌਲੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ somehow ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਵਿਜ਼ੀਬਲ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗਾ that had shifted more towards the 10ਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਹੋ ਗਏ. So Anandpur Sahib, ਆਪਣਾ ਤਲਵੰਡੀ ਸਾਬੋ, these were areas which were on priority. ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਨਮ ਸਥਾਨ ਜਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਥਾਨ ਸੀਗਾ, ਇਹ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਮੈਮਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਹਟ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ. Sultanpur Lodi is a very small town, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਾਲੀ ਬੇਨ ਦੇ ਕੰਡੇ ਤੇ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ, ਸਤਲੁਜ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਨਦੀ ਉਸ ਤੇ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ, very small town. ਉਹਦੀ ਬੜੀ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਟੋਪੋਗ੍ਰਾਫਿਕਲ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ. ਉਹਦੇ ਦੋ ਪਾਸੋਂ ਰੇਲਵੇ ਲਾਈਨ ਨਿਕਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੋਂ ਨਦੀ ਨਿਕਲਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਨਦੀ ਦੇ ਕੰਡੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਚੁੱਭੀ ਲਾਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਤੇ 3 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਗਿਆਨ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰਕੇ. So our challenge was when the government decided कि 550 साल उत्थे मनाया जाएगा, Honorable Prime Minister will also come there, the Home Minister will come there, the Governor and multiple Chief Ministers were supposed to come, and it was expected that multitudes of lakh 50-60 lakh बंदा उत्थे आएगा. So जिस तरीके नाल अपना कुंभ दा मेला हुंदा है, ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟਾ ਕੁੰਭ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ। ਜਦ ਇਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸੁਲਤਾਨਪੁਰ ਲੋਧੀ ਦਾ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟ੍ਰਕਚਰ ਵਾਸ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਨਾ ਨਦੀ ਕ੍ਰਾਸ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਵਰ ਸੀਗੀ, ਨਾ ਰੇਲਵੇ ਫਾਟਕ ਨੂੰ ਕ੍ਰਾਸ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਓਵਰਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਜਾਂ ਅੰਡਰਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਸੀਗਾ, ਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਸੀਗੀ, ਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਸੀਗੀ, ਨਾ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਰੇਲਿੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ। ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਹਨੇਰਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਘੁੱਪ ਹਨੇਰਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਜਸਟ ਲਾਈਕ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਦਿਹਾਤ ਦਾ ਕਸਬਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹ ਸੀਗਾ। ਐਂਡ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਦਾਹਰਨ ਦੇਣਾ, ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮਪਲ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਲਓ ਕਿ ਟੋਟਲ ਏਰੀਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੁਲਤਾਨਪੁਰ ਲੋਧੀ ਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਟੋਟਲ ਏਰੀਆ ਵਾਸ ਅਬਾਊਟ 1 ਸਕੁਆਇਰ ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ। 1 ਸਕੁਆਇਰ ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਪਰਸਪੈਕਟਿਵ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ 326 ਏਕੜ 'ਚ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਬਿਗਰ ਦੈਨ 1 ਸਕੁਆਇਰ ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ। ਵਨ ਆਫ ਯੋਰ ਸੈਕਟਰਸ 256 ਏਕੜ ਦੇ ਕਰੀਬ ਇਜ਼ 1 ਸਕੁਆਇਰ ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ। ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਮੰਨ ਕੇ ਚੱਲੋ ਕਿ ਪੂਰਾ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ, ਪੂਰਾ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਪੰਚਕੂਲਾ, ਪੂਰਾ ਦਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਮੋਹਾਲੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਸੈਕਟਰ 'ਚ ਪੜਨਾ ਹੈ। ਜਸਟ ਥਿੰਕ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਇਟ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ, ਮੋਹਾਲੀ, ਪੰਚਕੂਲਾ ਮਿਲਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਆਬਾਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਪਰੋਕਸੀਮੇਟਲੀ 20-22 ਲੱਖ ਬਣਦੀ ਹੈ, 20 ਲੱਖ ਕਰੀਬ ਹੈ। So imagine karo on one day you want everybody to come to one particular sector, park around it, get inside, get out, get onto the vehicles and go back. This was our challenge. ਅੱਛਾ, ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸੈਕਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਪਰੋਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਚਾਰੋਂ ਕੋਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਰਾਉਂਡਲ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਚਾਰੋਂ ਪਾਸੋਂ 4-4 ਸੜਕਾਂ ਨਿਕਲਦੀਆਂ। ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਾਈਐਸਟ ਪਰਸੈਂਟੇਜ ਇਨ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਸਰਫੇਸ ਰੋਡ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਆਲਮੋਸਟ 30%। ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ 10 ਤੋਂ 15% ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗੀ, ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕ ਸੜਕ ਸੀਗੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ 4 ਲੇਨ ਸੀਗੀ। 4 ਲੇਨ ਵਿਦ ਓਨਲੀ ਅ ਡਿਵਾਈਡਰ, ਨੋ ਡਿਵਾਈਡਰ, ਵਿਦ ਜਸਟ ਅ ਮਾਰਕਿੰਗ, ਐਂਡ 2 ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਿੰਗਲ ਲੇਨਾਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ। 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰੀਬ 40 ਤੋਂ 50 ਹਜ਼ਾਰ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਟੈਂਟਡ ਸਿਟੀ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਈ, ਸੜਕਾਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਈਆਂ, ਮੀਲੋਂ ਮੀਲ ਟੈਂਪਰੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੇਵਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਪੇਵਰ ਦੀ ਟੈਂਪਰੇਰੀ ਸੜਕਾਂ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਈਆਂ। I think thousands of ਏਕੜ ਦੀ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਈ। ਐਂਡ ਫਾਈਨਲੀ ਉਸ ਸਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ 40 ਤੋਂ 50 ਲੱਖ ਬੰਦਾ, which is like 2.5 times of this tri-city ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਏ ਤੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਗਏ। The interesting thing was, the challenge was ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ 50 ਲੱਖ ਬੰਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਗਿਆ, there was zero mishap, no injury, no vehicle upturned, no accident, no road jam. So it was spectacularly successful, and that is why ਜਿਹੜਾ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਕਿ why even the media appreciated ਕਿ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਇਹ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ। There's a lot of information about this on the YouTube. ਸੁਲਤਾਨਪੁਰ ਲੋਧੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੇ 2019 ਦਾ ਟਾਈਪ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੁਝ ਉੱਥੇ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ। You'll get pretty good ideas. ਉੱਥੇ ਬੜੀ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਨਫੈਕਟ I'd like to share some funny things with you. ਉੱਥੇ ਪੀਜ਼ਾ ਐਂਡ 버ਗਰ ਦੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਉੱਥੇ ਚਾਊਮਿਨ ਦੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਕੋਕੋ ਕੋਲਾ ਐਂਡ ਕੋਲਡ ਕਾਫੀ ਦੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ 550 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੈਰਾਨ ਰਹਿ ਗਏ ਹੋਣੇ ਕਿ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਦਾਲ ਰੋਟੀ ਦਾ ਦਾਲ ਫੁਲਕੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ 버ਗਰ ਪੀਜ਼ਾ। ਐਂਡ ਇਟ ਵਾਸ ਸੋ ਪਪੂਲਰ I cannot even tell you. The pandal in itself was so large ਕਿ 40,000 ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਸ ਪੰਡਾਲ 'ਚ ਬੈਠ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ। It was approximately 250 meters long by about 50 to 60 meters wide. It was so large ਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ Boeing 747 ਖੜਾ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਐਡਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਪੰਡਾਲ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਇਆ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਸਵਾਰੀ ਬੈਠੀ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਤੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਏ। It was a stupendous occasion. 4 permanent, 2 temporary bridge ਬਣੇ, multiple helipads ਬਣਾਏ ਗਏ, multiple alternate routes ਬਣੇ ਗਏ, thousands of barricades, thousands of personnel. We also devised a scheme ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ every individual ਮੁਲਾਜ਼ਮ ਨੂੰ GPS ਸਿਸਟਮ ਤੋਂ ਟਰੈਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ। It was again very innovative, and ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ YouTube ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਫੁਟੇਜ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਐਂਡ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬੇਸਿਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਈ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਾਡਰਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਰੂਮ ਉਹ ਤਿਆਰ ਹੋਏ ਜਾਂ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ। So it was a very successful event, and all with the blessings of the Almighty. And I am very blessed that I had a chance to be a part of that arrangement. And ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਰੰਗ ਲੱਗੇ ਤੇ ਭਾਗ ਲੱਗੇ। Anything else you'd like to know about the commissionerate system or policing? I'm open to questions.
Sir, I want to know ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਪਾਰਟ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨਰ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਦਾ ਪਾਰਟ ਹੋ, ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਦੇ ਫੇਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਕੀ ਫਰਕ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ?
So one of the देयर आर मल्टीपल चैलेंजेस। ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੁਲਿਸਿੰਗ ਪਰਸਪੈਕਟਿਵ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿੰਦਾ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਚੈਲੰਜ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਰੈਗੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ। Policing in an urban city area is all about regulation. Regulation is under section 144 CRPC. We issue orders. You can ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੈਦਰਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਰੂਟ ਕੱਢ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਮੇਲਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਲਾ ਲਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਰੈਲੀ ਕੱਢ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਕਿੰਨੇ ਵਜੇ ਕਰੋਗੇ, ਦਿਸ ਪਾਵਰ ਇਜ਼ ਵਿਦ ਦ ਪੁਲਿਸ। In other positions, this is with the district administration. We recommend, but वो DC ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਟਾਈਮ ਗੈਪ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਦੂਸਰਾ ਉਹ ਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਐਡਹੈਰੈਂਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਸੋ ਰੈਗੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਇਜ਼ ਵਨ ਆਫ ਦ ਬਿਗੇਸਟ ਚੇਂਜਸ ਵਿਚ ਕਮਸ। ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ? ਸਪੋਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਦੇਰ ਆਰ ਟੂ ਮੁਹੱਲਾਸ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਆਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਦੀ ਐਂਡ ਸਮਬਡੀ ਵਾਂਟਸ ਟੂ ਟੇਕ ਅ ਰੈਲੀ ਥਰੂ ਇਟ, ਜਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਰਟਿਕੂਲਰ ਏਰੀਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਰੈਲੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਧਰਨਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਬਟ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਜਾਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। So this decision-making authority vests with the commissioner, and we exercise it very judiciously and very often times to ensure कि problem बनती नहीं। This is regulation is the first big change. दूसरा issue जिहड़ा हैगा वो हैगा enforcement दा। Enforcement for good behavior। मैं तुहानू regulation वास्ते किया, तुसी मेरी गल नहीं मनी। मेरे को executive magisterial powers हैगियां कि I can penalize you। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਾਊਡੀ ਬਿਹੇਵੀਅਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥਪੜੋ ਥਪੜੀ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਾਲਾਂ ਕੱਢ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਰੂਲ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨੀ, ਆਈ ਕੈਨ ਸੈਂਡ ਯੂ ਬਿਹਾਈਂਡ ਬਾਰਸ ਫॉर ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਅਪ ਟੂ 3 months। ਆਈ ਐਮ ਦ ਵਨ ਹੂ ਸੈਟਸ ਦ ਬੇਲ, ਆਈ ਐਮ ਦ ਵਨ ਹੂ ਸੈਟਸ ਦ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਸ, ਦ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨਰ। ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ 751 ਕਹੀਦਾ, 750 ਕਹੀਦਾ, 110 ਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਥੀਸ ਅਥਾਰਟੀਜ਼ ਆਰ ਵੈਸਟਡ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ, ਸੋ ਇਟ ਅਲਾਉਜ਼ ਐਨਫੋਰਸਮੈਂਟ ਆਫ ਦ ਰੈਗੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੈਟ ਯੂ ਡਨ। ਥਰਡ ਇਜ਼ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸਿੰਗ। ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸਿੰਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਥਿੰਗਸ ਨੀਡ ਆਰ ਕੰਸੈਂਟ। ਹੁਣ ਦਿਹਾਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨਾ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਬਟ ਸਾਡੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸਪੋਜ਼ਿੰਗ somebody wants to open a liquor bar, somebody wants to open a hotel, somebody wants to open a restaurant। ਛੋਟੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇਖ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ। ਵੱਡੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਸਪੋਜ਼ਿੰਗ somebody builds a building, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਫਲਾਨਾ ਇੰਸਟੀਚਿਊਟ ਖੋਲਣਾ ਹੈ, and he has parking which is not adequate, so he has to come to us and take our consent ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਲਿਕਰ ਖੋਲਣਾ, he has to take our consent। We see ਕਿ ਇਸ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਤੇ ਲਿਕਰ ਦੀ ਸੇਲ whether as a hotel or a restaurant or a bar or a vend is appropriate or not। ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ, because we know ਕਿ ਇਸ particular ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਇਹ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦਾ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ in terms of traffic congestion, in terms of law and order, in terms of inconvenience to public ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ। So these powers vest with us। So ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਚੇਂਜ ਹੈ, ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, they were regulation, enforcement of regulation and licensing। So these three major issues ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਜੋ ਦਿਹਾਤ ਦੇ, ਉਹ ਅਰਬਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ ਹੈਗੇ। ਸਾਡੇ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਪੈਸੀਫਿਕ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਉਹ ਦੋ ਆ ਗਏ ਹੈ। The first challenge is in terms of infrastructure। ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੁਣ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਹੈ, your demands, your expectations are global। Everybody in Punjab has a relative or somebody abroad, and what happens is कि ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਾਹਰੋਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹਾਊ ਪੁਲਿਸਿੰਗ ਇਜ਼ ਡਨ ਆਊਟਸਾਈਡ, ਕਿਸ ਲੈਵਲ ਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਆਰ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਆਰ ਗਲੋਬਲ, ਬਟ ਆਰ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਸ, ਦ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟ੍ਰਕਚਰਲ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਸ ਆਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਲੋਕਲ। That is one challenge that we have to take। What's up, you'll excuse me, there is a senior call I have to take, just I need 1 minute break।
Just we saw the number increasing when we started, not dropping.
So that's not a bad thing. So anyhow, if you guys have not disappeared, so this telephone call is pretty much what commissionerate is like. The problem comes immediately and you cannot say no. You have to handle it day or night. That is why in commissionerates we have control rooms, we have PCRs, we have emergency response systems, and we have statutes to ensure that the decision making is very fast and quick. That is the main difference between the existing semi-urban rural policing construct and a commissionerate. Ji ma'am.
How come social media is helping
Good afternoon, sir.
nowadays,
Can
positive
I?
as well as negative?
Good afternoon, sir. This is
Definitely. Ma'am, somebody speaking.
yeah. Greetings from
Haji ma'am,
sociology
I can hear you,
department.
please.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. I can hear you.
Yes. Greetings from Department of Sociology, Punjab University, Chandigarh. I'm Professor Rani
Thank you,
Mehta,
ma'am.
Chairperson, Sociology Department. And my father was your teacher, Professor S.R. Mehta, and he was full of praise for you. He used to always say that you were very good, academically sound, and very used to ask a lot of questions, and very, very active seminarians. So we are very proud to have you with us today, and you're part of the sociology department. So we are very happy, and we are very proud of this moment. But I would, there's a small question. Has sociology helped you in understanding the society in a better way and in carrying out your activities as a police officer?
Ma'am, first of all, thank you so very much. Dr. Saab, I did my honors in sociology from GCM, and then for a year I was enrolled as a student in the Department of Sociology as well. So, yeah, so before I made it through, sociology was a part. So, ma'am, thank you very much. And I'll begin by answering your question by stating that sociology is one of the subjects which got me to where I am. So it was one of the two electives then. In the civil services today, you choose only one, but at that point of time, we had to choose two. And sociology is one of the reasons why I could make it to the service, and I am being able to serve as a commissioner today. Having said that, ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes. Please, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes. Ma'am, sociology, what it gives you, in fact, the philosophy of sociology, the concepts that we hear, when you're very young, they do not resonate that much because you are too much nut and bolts. But as I have become senior and as I have started having a larger vision of how things are, I must admit that sociology has been very helpful. The understanding those fundamentals of how a society or how a social construct works and why people behave many a times the way they do, it does help me understand them better today.
Okay, that's great. And you need more humane approach in police, I guess, because
I hope so, ma'am.
it's too
I hope
technical
so.
and too mechanical at times, the thinking of
Yes.
police people.
Yes, ma'am. That is a challenge that we are facing. So the tendency of getting dehumanized, especially when you're dealing with criminals over an extended period of time, is a problem that afflicts all policing organizations across the world, and it's a challenge that the senior leadership constantly is addressing. We also hope that over a period of time we would make some difference there. But I have great pride in admitting that yes, sociology has been of immense benefit to me. It has actually given me an edge over my compatriots, if I may say that.
Okay, that's great, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we can have an interaction. Maybe we'll call you again in the sociology
Anytime, ma'am.
department and
Always welcome, ma'am. It will be a pleasure.
Well,
thank you, sir.
Yes,
see,
sir.
in this connection of sociology, this is a subject which is of immense importance, not only to police, even in engineering students at IIT Kanpur, we used to have 2-3 courses on humanities, and apparently for human resource management, it's a very important issue. And another, I again would like to mention, I'm again thanks to Shri Nehar ji for Nihal Singh ji for his lecture. I'm surprised to see that you have a large number of attendees. It's of the order of more than 50, 60, 70 or so. In the
It's very, very
morning,
sweet of you.
I was in a webinar, and that was on the life of Professor J.C. Bose, top ranking scientist of India. And it was being managed by National Science Academy and all that. There was hardly 30% attending that webinar. Whereas in your case, it's really interesting to see a large number of people are interested in knowing the way police is functioning. Thank you, sir, again.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, I'll address your question, and if you permit, ma'am, you had a question. If I could just, Dr. Sir, can I finish with this? After this, can I? Yeah. Thank you.
How come what's the role social media plays? Because nowadays people are very active on social media. Anything happens, they put on the.
So, ma'am, this actually it would be a topic of one entire lecture, and probably the most important issue that we are facing as an individual citizen, as a society. Social media today is both a boon and a bane. Many a times with young people, it is like giving a razor blade to a very unexperienced hand. You end up inflicting a lot of damage to yourself. But on the other hand, it is immensely enriching in terms of the knowledge and exposure it imparts to you. From the policing perspective, there are two issues here. One is in terms of dissemination of information that we are able to do. So it is very helpful. We are able to reach out to people. For example, I'll just give you an example of how we are using this. So now that we are preparing for the upcoming elections, the Commissionerate has been reviewing the licenses, arms licenses with our Commissionerate system. We realized that because of COVID, a very large number of a certain percentage of licenses have expired, arms licenses. Now it's a very serious offense. And we have very little time in which to sound people. So we have used social media as a very effective tool to reach out to people and put this information on different social media platforms that these are the people. We've even put the list of the licenses which have expired, requesting people to get back to us as soon as possible and get them renewed. Otherwise, they may face some legal problem. So that is the way we disseminate. The second is that because of social media, the reach of public towards the police has increased tremendously. I could share with you a number of complaints where people use WhatsApp to reach out to me directly. They managed to procure my number and then they send details. It's a very empowering tool for a common citizen. In a normal hierarchy, it would practically be impossible. मेरे तक पहुंच पाना, दफ्तर आना, मिलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है because that is how the system is, whatever. Even if we want to, but there's a system of filtration for a common man like Dr. Saab कह रहे सीगे पहला कि 20 किलोमीटर चल के जाना, and you have to wait. Maybe I'm occupied elsewhere. Maybe there's a meeting going on. So what this does, it empowers, especially for women and elderly people. It is very, very, and more than that, it is very empowering for people who have not been given a proper hearing. If their side has not been heard, they can reach out to us and they know there is a recourse. So that is one. But on the other hand, the bane part of it, it is enabling crime at a different level. It is making detection and conviction of criminals difficult. And lastly, it is putting a lot of youngsters at a lot of risk because they do not take precautions. They are very, very complacent in their interactions. They're very, very trusting. And the complications that we are seeing, the kind of problems that we are seeing, are enormous, and it requires one complete session. And this is something that I would.
How responsive you are towards it to get some information like that? How responsive police is towards it?
We are very responsive. We are very responsive. But again, the problem is that once something is in the public domain, there's not much you can do about it. And even today, our society or our technologically, our courts, our judicial system and statutes are still struggling with finding a happy mix between what is your right to privacy and what is your right to speech. Your freedom of expression and right to privacy का वो अभी तक mix में नहीं decide कर पाए हैं कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है. I am sure it will be settled soon. But what happens is by the time a country or a society comes to a decision, बहुत सारे individuals जो होते हैं they've suffered a lot because of lack of clarity. So the only thing is like prevention. I like to give an analogy, which is if you remember 10-15 years ago, the people would remember AIDS used to be a very big thing, and everybody was जैसे आज COVID का स्यापा ऐसे मतलब every used to be AIDS हो गया पास से निकल जाएगा टीका मार दे. And then what happened? There was an information, there was a campaign to inform the public that it is not contagious, it does not spread, and if you take some basic precautions, for example, don't use needles, don't share needles, you can prevent it. And today, though people are afflicted by it, it's no longer a public concern. Nobody is threatened by it. कि बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है. People do not shun other people. Similarly, in social media also, the ironical thing is that your prevention is so easy. Just 3 or 4 simple principles can save us 90 to 95% of the problems being afflicted on social media. So the cure is that easy. It is just that we need to rise up, realize the problem is that grave, and educate our youngsters. So thank you, Dr. Saab. I think I have exceeded my time. Thank you for this opportunity.
Sir.
Sorry.
Hello, sir. I'm Pankaj Dhul from Department of Police Administration.
So Pankaj, before you speak, let me thank you. You've kept the camera on. I have seen you throughout and finally you've decided to speak. So I've managed to reach out to you. That's a good thing.
Thank you.
Please.
Sir, as we all know, the Indian policing system has a lot of flaws in it, and no one here knows more about the Indian police as you know, since you've served your 24 years to the Indian Police Service. So my question is that if you had the power, what basic changes would you have brought to the Indian police system on the root level that could enhance the public outreach, or the it can shorten the gap between the normal public and the police?
Okay, so let me quickly start by correcting you there. For your information, the policing in India is among the best in the world, statistically and in terms of whatever. And you know the good thing, why we have such a bad impression of police, or why certain cases get highlighted, we take it in a negative sense. Ki this particular guy did not behave, or this particular thing happened. In fact, that is what is the strength of our system. The fact that individual failures are highlighted and spoken about, and people are held accountable for it, makes a very responsive policing system. If you compare it to some of the neighboring countries, or most of the neighboring countries we have, they do not even have the system of accountability or transparency. So it is not perfect. Yes, there is much room for improvement, but it is among the better ones in the world. That's one. And we can talk about it on detail later, but from my experience, I can share this with you. Number 2, there is a very old adage which says people get the governance they deserve. People get the government or the governance they deserve. Similarly, you will get the police that you deserve. Police, our response, we belong to the same society, we come from you, and we are embedded in you. The policing will be of a level that you demand of us. This experiment, this entire enterprise of setting up institutes which study the concept of administration of police, means that we are a society which is looking at an improvement in this field. You, as students of this department and as citizens of Punjab or India, have to ensure that you demand a higher degree of performance from us. Whatever level of performance the citizenry will ask, we will deliver. The police has risen up to the occasion, and we will deliver. Ask it of your representatives that you elect. Ask it of the officers that you appoint. and the policing will be as per your requirement. This is something that I've seen in my experience over and over again. And if you ask for a better level of service, we will deliver it. For the last part, that how do we cover the gap? In fact, if you just heard me, social media has come as a harbinger. It is a paradigm shift. It has completely changed the way in which we used to communicate. Make use of it. Make positive use of it as much as you can, and your active participation will reduce this gap tremendously. Thank you. So,
Thank you so much.
on this, Dr. Saab, I will take.
Sir, one
I will
question.
get Rajiv. Okay, great. Please.
Anji, sir. I am Amrit Lali
I'm
Singh
very
from
happy to know
Ludhiana,
this.
sir.
He's another guy who has been watching me throughout. Finally, he's decided to speak. I'm very happy. Please.
ਸਰ ਮੈਂ ਬਸ ਇਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ 31 ਡੇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਟੈਨਿਓਰ ਸੀ ਲੁਧਿਆਣਾ ਪੋਸਟਡ ਰਹੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ। ਇੱਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹਾਈਲਾਈਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 2:30 ਵਜੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਚੌਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ।
ਕੀ ਜਾਨਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? What part of it do you want to hear?
ਕਿ ਸਰ ਇਹ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਨੈਸ ਲੈਵਲ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨ ਵੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਵੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਦਾ। ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਸਰ।
First of all, thank you. What happened was it got highlighted because again I had see what happened when I got posted to Ludhiana. I was given a brief to prepare the city for elections. I was posted there in September. So when I got posted there, it was 3.5 months before the court came. In 3.5 months, and I had the festival season coming. Dasara, Diwali, Christmas, New Year, right? ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਹਟਿਆ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਲੁਧਿਆਣੇ ਗਏ ਹੋ, ਲੁਧਿਆਣੇ ਦਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟ੍ਰਕਚਰ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟਲੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬੁਰਾ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਐਂਡ ਆਮ ਆਦਮੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੱਤ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਹੈਪਨਡ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨਰੇਟ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਬਠਿੰਡੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, when I reached there, I had a problem statement. The problem statement was to get the city ready or the police ready to handle a challenge ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਿਰਫ 30-40 ਦਿਨ ਸੀਗੇ। So I did not have this luxury ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਦਿਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਰਾਤ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਤਾ। So day and night we were working. So the idea was not to be strict. Idea was not कि मैं एक रात discipline करना सीखा. The idea was to prove to my staff or people in police there that 40 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੋ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ 'ਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, provided we set our minds to it. So always remember ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਕਿ ਜੇ 3 ਵਜੇ ਉਹ ਉੱਠੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ 3 ਵਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਖੜਦਾ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ। So it was not to trouble them, it was to push myself and then say yes, it can be done. And in 30 days we had started making a huge difference, and I'm very thankful to the government and people of Ludhiana and the police there who stood by me, and ਮੈਨੂੰ 30-32 ਦਿਨ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੈਟੀਸਫਾਈਂਗ ਰਿਹਾ। Thank you. So, Dr. Saab, just one point. I would hear it's a wonderful initiative you've taken, and Dr. Saab ne kiya, a lot of students are reaching out. I would like to make an offer to the department. If your department would like to make a trip to Jalandhar Commissionerate, we can have a one-day session. We can show them the Commissionerate. We can show them licensing. They can get first-hand experiences of what the challenges are, and they can maybe write a report on it, or maybe they can have an interactive session there. It would help. So in terms of COVID or whatever, I don't know what your constraints are, but if you'd like, we would be very willing to host you. So thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure.
So much, sir. Thank you so much.
So much for very, very, very useful and very, very interactive session. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now I request Professor Dilip Singh ji to give presidential remarks on this very, very productive session.
Very good evening to all present. I'm thankful to Professor Monga, Professor Anupama, to give me an opportunity to be present on this wonderful lecture by the chief speaker today, Shri Naunihal ji, IPS officer and Commissioner Jalandhar. When such a wonderful speech is being done, and almost every participant has been given opportunity to interact and to get answers or clarifications from the chief speaker itself, then presidential marks carries no value. Anyway, as far as the police system is concerned, as a student of law, we used to say that the Police Act is 1861, Indian Penal Code is 1861, and when we say law, these are the basic thing in criminal law, penal laws, and police system, which are instrumental in doing the things. Has been amended in 2007, and we have just heard that this commissionerate system, which is introduced in the 2007 law, is working successfully. There's a lot of demand from the police actually, because police is the first-hand remedy to the people itself, and we know that people are fighting for their own rights. One person says my right, other says my right, and police reaches. And as a student of law, I understand that courts after 10 years trial is not sure that whose right was it, with a lot of help from the police, from the lawyers, from the evidence and everything. And police is expected that it should solve the problem then and there on the spot. This is a first-hand remedy to the citizens. And that is one aspect of the police, I guess. That is why police force has to respond. And it's a big challenge that how they will respond. As commissioners have told us that within 40 days, they have to arrange everything. Sometimes within 40 days or within 40 hours or within no time, many things are to be arranged. So that is why people see to the police in the coming times with the efficient officers like Nonihal ji. Police force will be more efficient, more professional, and will motivate the students of the Center for the Police Administration. They will join in one way or the other way the police force, and it would be useful for the citizenry itself. With these words, I once again congratulate the whole center, the students, and Professor Monga, Professor Anupama, Dean Alumni, for inviting me to this event. Thank you very much.
I request Professor Anupama to propose a note of thanks. And before that, I would request to honor our speaker and present a memento. Sir, Devinder sir, please join us in presenting memento.
Also to the
Thank you, sir. I will request Professor Anupama to propose vote of thanks.
It's my proud privilege to have been assigned this great duty of propose a vote of thanks to the learned speaker, Shri Nonihal Singh Ji, IPS Commissioner of Police, Jalandhar, and our chief guest of this webinar, Professor Devinder Singh Ji, Chairperson, Department of Law, and Secretary to Vice Chancellor. This webinar has been organized by Center for Police Administration and Office of Dean Alumni Relations, Punjab University. And this is a reflection of the academic leadership of our revered Vice Chancellor, Professor Rajkumar Ji, who is always benevolent and gives us challenging assignments to bring the best out of us. His vision and his zeal to work has been instrumental in PU organizing more than 500 webinars. And you know that we have been in alumni relations, we have been actively organizing webinars. We have been collaborating with different departments to organize webinars on different topics. And our Vice Chancellor has sent his blessings and best wishes to the learned speaker. And he's a proud alumni of Punjab University. Shri Naunihal Singh Ji is keeping the spirit of humane face of policing alive. During his stints at Chandigarh and now at Jalandhar, he has been rated as an excellent officer known for commitment and dedication, being socially responsible and ethically oriented. It was indeed it was treat to listen to him, to his vast knowledge and mesmerizing style of captivating the audience, which comes from his great experience, with his immense experience as a great police officer. It's our gratitude to you, sir. We have rightful claim on him, as he is also providing us constructive suggestions and guidance as a member of Punjab University Alumni Association Executive Council member. Professor Devinder Singh Ji, Chairman, Department of Laws and Secretary to the Vice Chancellor, has always been a source of motivation, guidance and steadfast support. We would request him to undertake a session for us on how he has been able to develop astounding capacity to conceptualize and undertake multitasking, because he is doing he's handling university in such a wonderful way. We are thankful to you, sir. I must place on records the untiring efforts of Professor Anil Monga, Coordinator, Center for Police Administration, for propagating the community police interactions for appreciation through such webinars, competitions, and such events. Let me confirm, we at are trying to take forward all works started by Professor as his stint as a Dean Alumni Relations, Punjab University. Of this webinar, law for being a support, and I am grateful to colleagues which I can see on the screen: Dr. Jatinder Singh, Dr. Kuldeep Singh, Professor Pawan Kamra, Professor Monica Singh, Professor Vivek, Professor Anupreet Mavi, Dr. Rani Mehta, Professor Monica Agarwal, Pravinder Singh Ji, Virinder Kumar, Dr. Labh Singh Ji. He's some people are always very supportive in all our webinars which we organize. Thank you so much, faculty members and students who have been there throughout this webinar. We are also thankful to the Office of Dean Alumni Relations and the entire staff of the two departments for having been the true support. As Office of Punjab University Alumni Association has embarked upon a journey of initiating multi-fails activities, we seek a similar patronage in our future endeavors also. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
अच्छा, थैंक यू। चलो जी, अभी हम इसको